Now, here is where the market has, or the narrative is that with the advent of AI, these enterprises will be able to code their own CRM. They will be able to code their own, whatever, like AI chatbot. They'll be able to code their own HR software and stuff like that. And they'll not be using, these softwares. I primarily feel that there's some truth to it, but I think people are exaggerating. And if you see some of these companies, they are almost 50% below their highs, right? Again, I'm not like the rational part of my brain says that, just because something has fallen 50% doesn't make it valuable. That's not the logic. But there is no fundamental change in the earnings of these companies. Like, for example, ServiceNow reported earnings this week, and they are saying that, our revenue have increased, our EPS is better than the last time. And this whole narrative of AI will, like, somebody will code a software that will replace ServiceNow is not happening on the ground. This is just a narrative.
It'll take a long time to be
It'll take
to
a long
reach
time.
anywhere close to
And
heaven.
I feel it might not happen because it is not just about making the software, it's also about maintaining the software.
True,
And
true,
there's a
true.
lot of data that already exists on ServiceNow, right?
Yeah,
And bigger enterprise like Deloitte and all, they're not like, I'm not saying they use ServiceNow, but they're not going to be like, you know what, I'm going to save these millions of dollars and I'll remove service, I'll build my own software. I'll
yeah,
now
yeah.
suddenly, make build a coding team, and they'll start building it. Just doesn't feel right here. But what I feel is that this sell off in SaaS is going to create some insane opportunities for very selective names where we feel that they're actually a moat, and the things that they are doing cannot be replicated by just prompting.
True.
And if people who can identify that, they'll be rewarded heavily, I feel, in 5 years.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen some people recently taking bets on ServiceNow companies like that, SaaS
Yes.
companies. And uh, I also feel that the market is sort of maturing even with the AI narrative. Like people are starting to see beyond just the AI talk. They want to see actual numbers and revenue getting
Yes.
increased and
So true.
those kind of things. So yeah,
That has
let's
been the
see.
problem with OpenAI, right? Like initially everybody's like, oh God, this tech is going to change the world. Right now it's been 2 years. And I was like, bro, I mean, maybe the world has changed, but where's the money? You're still making $20 billion and your valuation is $850 billion.
Crazy.
That
And
math is not mathing anymore.
they're looking to raise 100 billion more. And
100 billion more. Yeah.
I read somewhere that they're finding it difficult to raise capital now. So they're like looking at sovereign wealth funds and
And now,
like
and now the news
Middle
is that
East
Anthropic and OpenAI might finally do IPO in
this year.
2026, which was not on the
Let's see.
cards earlier, but now it is, because just becoming difficult to kind of raise that amount of
Raise
money
money.
in the private markets. But yeah, something to look forward to. But yeah, my point being that in this sell-off, basically there will be these companies. I just want to put some names right out there. Again, people can do their own research, but I'm looking at this company called Applovin especially. Let me just tell you what Applovin does. So Applovin is a ad tech player, right? Uh, Initially they started by owning some of the mobile games. So I'm not sure, Vidya, if you have played some of these mobile games, like let's take Candy Crush for example. You'll have a full screen ad that you have to watch for 5 seconds. You can't skip it. So they owned some games. Within those games they placed those ads of other games, right? Or other apps, right? So this was an ad marketplace for apps. Now they have extended the same technology for e-commerce players. So let's say, for example, if I'm IKEA, I can now go to Applovin and say that, dude, you got to run my ads on these mobile games. And people are seeing better ROAS than what they are spending on Meta. So I've seen actual testimonials of people saying that I spent $1 million of ads on Meta versus $1 million on Applovin, and I saw a 5:1 ROAS on Applovin versus a 3:1 on Meta. Now this is
That's
great for a business, right? Because they're like, bro, like if I'm getting a better return on Applovin, why
yeah.
not spend more money with them? And this e-commerce thing has only just started. I think they've just done it, I think 2 or 3 quarters back. The
Okay.
company has been now included in the S&P 500 as well. I think in December maybe, or in November 2025. So all of the bullish things, again, the company got sold because like because everything is just selling. But another name to just keep an eye out for. So there are opportunities like this that are going to be more evident.